What's up, guys? So I'm sure at least some of you saw the video I uploaded yesterday, detailing how you can use a glitch to basically eliminate the steering wheel nag. You can drive for as long as you want without touching the steering wheel. Again, I don't recommend that, but the glitch is there. I want to be 100% clear. This is in 40.4. And I also want to be 100% clear on the instructions. You tap the car icon, tap the software tab, and then scroll down to the bottom of the page. And this will let you drive as long as you want without touching the steering wheel. Not a good practice, but basically I had somebody on one of the forums yesterday tell me I was a liar and I faked the video and whatever. So I'm going to film my entire drive right now, which is only 12 or 14 miles, but I'll be on the interstate in lane keep. I won't turn on navigate on autopilot. I'll just stay in lane keep, and you guys can see it in action. All right, so merging onto the highway, and I'm gonna put it in lane keep. In lane keep, no hands. You see this finger's on the whatever, no hands. Gonna pull up software, scroll to the bottom of the page, and I will not get a nag. Or at least I haven't in my experiments so far. Typically nags come in 30-second intervals. So once I get to 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the video, I'll be past the 30-second interval. So we should know at that point if the nag's going to occur or if it's not going to occur. Again, this is on 40.4. We've just passed the 2-minute 30 mark. I want to show you behind my steering wheel really quickly, since this very pretentious Tesla owner on one of the forums saying basically the video's faked because he is too incompetent to follow simple instructions. So here's the steering wheel. I'm not sure how well you can see things underneath. Ta-da-da. Still see no nag. I have a theory. By the way, my software update is set to advance. My theory is that basically when you're on this screen, the car is constantly checking for an update. So it would be kind of like when you get the nag, I don't know if you're aware, but you can just touch the screen. You don't have to touch the steering wheel. You can do the volume up or the volume down or whatever. So that's my theory here, is that the car checking for the update is acting as an input and eliminating the need to touch the steering wheel. Still have no nag. And by the way, about 4 hours after I first posted yesterday's video, I got a software update notification. So yeah, I don't know if it's connected or if it's not connected, but again, what I'm doing right now, holding a cell phone and not my steering wheel, is not something I would typically do, but I'm going to do it for an extended period because I have a prick that I have to prove a point to. So as you can see, no nag. Video's 4 minutes 30 seconds in. I spent about a minute, a little bit of change on the intro, so we're 3 minutes in with no nag. By the way, those who are excited about the full self-drive beta, I hate to say it, but you probably shouldn't be. This is going to be another situation just like Summon, where it's in, I mean, right now it's not even actually in early access, it's in Twitter celebrity early access, which is pretty lame. But once it gets out of Twitter celebrity early access, it'll be in early access for 12, 18, 24 months before any of the feature set ever trickles down to any actual wide release. So I know it's cool watching those videos, but I would, if I were you, kind of lower expectations at least slightly. But what we've seen so far has been, promising. But the fact that so far it's only been in one geographical location and only on cars who have a Twitter or YouTube following is kind of concerning. And I think the longest video out right now is like 2 minutes. So now we're 6 minutes into the video, which puts us at about 5 minutes nag free. So we'll just keep on trucking. I'm going to leave the camera like this for as long as possible, so that there aren't any conspiracy theories from, I don't know why people have to be like that. They just assume because they can't do it that you're lying. Again, 2020.40.4. If you're on 40.8 or 36.6 or whatever, if the numbers aren't 40.4, this may or may not work. But if you're on 40.4, you can drive hands-free for as long as you want. Downside is you can't see your map, but you just have to decide. And again, it's not something I condone doing and not something that I would do. And in fact, I'm going to update to 40.8 when I get home tonight, which apparently the bug or glitch has been corrected in. So I won't be able to do it any longer. But I didn't want to update until I got a chance to do this follow-up video, because I don't like being called a liar. Now we're at 7 minutes 20 seconds in, a little over a minute on the intro, so 6 minutes and some change nag free. Again, the instructions: you tap the car icon, tap the software tab, and scroll to the bottom of the software page. And at least on 40.4, that allows you to drive hands-free. We'll mention that this car is a 19 SR Plus with the Hardware 3 full self-drive computer and the full self-drive software. I have tested this in Navigate on Autopilot, and it does work in Navigate on Autopilot as well as lane keep. Just not exactly sure about, haven't tested with when it's going to pass traffic, if it'll pass it without your hand on the wheel. I may test that on my way home tonight. That'd be an interesting thing to see. So we are now at 8 minutes 30 seconds, which puts us around 7.5 minutes without being cued to touch the steering wheel or apply torque to it. And by the way, I'm really curious. I want to know if you're on 40.4. I want you to try this, for a short period. Basically, like I said, nags are at 30-second intervals. And I've tested that several times, several different ways, with my phone in my hand, looking down, looking at the road. The nag is in a 30-second interval. So if you're on 40.4 and you want to test this out, put your lane keep on, tap the car symbol, software tab, scroll to the bottom of the page, and then basically just time your car for 30 seconds or a minute or 2 minutes or whatever. And if you don't get nags by 30 seconds or by 1 minute, then you're not going to get nags. So you don't have to drive for a long period of time to test this out. It's really short and simple and quick. now hit 10 minutes nag free, which would equate to around, I'm sorry, we've now hit the 10-minute mark, which would equate to around 9 minutes nag free. So, by the way, I'm being very attentive, keeping my eyes on the road. Would hate to cause an accident. Well, I guess before some idiot says your leg's on the steering wheel. No, it's not. So thank you. Hit the 11-minute mark, which gives us roughly 10 minutes of driving with no nag. If this doesn't prove it to you, I don't know what will. There's no way you could put a Tesla in autopilot or lane keep or whatever you want to call it and not get a nag within 10 minutes. It's like I said, I've tested it on the last 3, 4, 5 firmware releases, and they've all had nags in 30-second intervals. So I would like to stop the video now, but I'm going to keep going for just a minute. My drive is actually very close to complete, where I'll have to disengage. Puts us at the 12-minute mark. 11 minutes nag free. Woo! Please, if you're on 40.4, give this a shot. Let me know what happens. If you're on 40.8, give it a shot. Let me know what happens. If you're on 40.8.10, go screw yourself. Just kidding. So as we approach the 13-minute mark, just want to recap, because I know we sometimes don't listen as well as we maybe should. If you're on 40.4, put your car in autopilot, lane keep, whatever. Tap the car icon, tap the software tab, and then scroll to the bottom of the page. And you're now driving hands-free for as long as you care to. I don't encourage you to, outside of just testing this, but please let me know your theory of why this works. I'm coming up on my point to disengage so I can go get my coffee. But yeah, so give it a shot. Let me know. If you need any further proof other than a 13-minute video, then you're probably just an ignorant, pretentious prick. So I'm gonna let this run to 14 minutes. Actually, I'm gonna let it run a little bit longer because I've not tried this in stop and go. I don't know why it would be different, but maybe it is. Still no nags. 14 minutes, 40 seconds in. All right, 15-minute mark. I'm going to disengage in just a minute and grab some coffee. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this was semi-educational. Drive safely. Keep your hands on the wheel at all times. Like and subscribe.